this is Nike Lake Resort right here in Enugu State, Nigeria. And just 20 minutes away from here is where we have a beautiful estate known as Divine Acres Estate. And today we'll be driving from this Nike Lake Resort down to Divine Acres Estate. Now, this Nike Lake Resort is situated along this Enugu-Nsukka / Abuja Expressway, which is undergoing dualization at the moment, and it is along this same road that Divine Acres Estate is located, and we'll be driving from Nike Lake Resort down to this particular estate. I mean, I've been getting a lot of people asking how many minutes is it from is Divine Acres from Nike Lake Resort. Well, this video is going to answer that today, so come with me as we drive down to Divine Acres Phase 1 Estate right here in Enugu State, Nigeria, where you'll be making your next real estate investment. have heard the news about Nike Lake Resort, you will know that the Enugu State government signed a contract with the Landmark Group, which is one of the leading company for hospitality and real estate right here in Nigeria. And this Landmark Group is to take over Nike Lake Resort for the next 35 years. And at the beginning stage, they are to invest 10 billion naira into Nike Lake Resort. Now, this partnership is bringing a lot of developers, investors into this particular area. Now, for you that is wanting something around Nike Lake, you can see driving from Nike Lake Resort, you see that there are no longer empty lands around this place. So for you to get empty plot of land around this Nike Lake Resort, you have to drive 10 minutes or 20 minutes away to get these properties. So that is why most of the properties you'll be getting right now along this axis are basically like 10 minutes away or 20 minutes away from this Nike Lake Resort, except you just want to buy an already built up building, or you buy an old house and demolish it for you to own something very closely to Nike Lake Resort. However, this Nike Lake Resort is going to bring a lot of developments down to this place. I mean, once this place becomes functional, there'll be a lot of demand of properties around this place. And that is why now is still a good time for you to purchase properties around this area, either 10 minutes or even 20 minutes away or even more. So that is why we are driving to Divine Acres Estate today. Now, secondly, why this area is also considered, or it is a good area for investment, is the dualization that is going on in this particular place. So this road has been marked for dualization, and the dualization have started. Well, however, some people's properties are affected here. That is why you're seeing some demolitions right in this particular area. So some people's properties are affected, and they are going to be demolished for the second lane to connect, or for the second lane to come up right in this particular area. Remember, this is one of the major expressway. In fact, this is a major expressway from Enugu to Abuja. So this expressway actually needs to be dualized, and that is why the dualization have commenced. And you know what happens when there is a road construction? It brings a lot of development, and as well, it also makes properties around it to appreciate. So this is another good reason why you need to invest in this particular area right now. So this particular road covers a lot of communities, or passes through a lot of communities. So where we drove from, that is where Nike Lake Resort is the Abakwanike, and then before you get down to the next junction, which is Nkwo, and then down to Edemnike. From Edemnike, you get to Ibagwanike. So this axis we are driving through right now is still under Ibagwanike. So from after Ibagwanike, the next place you are getting is Ogbekenike. So after Ogbekenike, you get to Ugogonike, where we have Divine Acres Estate. So these are the areas that are surrounded or that are close by to Nike Lake Resort. So keep watching, right? Keep watching as we drive down to Divine Acres Estate. So what is happening in this area is that development is actually moving from the end from Nike Lake Resort down to this axis you are seeing. You see that the city is already occupied, so population is moving down towards this axis. That is why you are seeing a lot of buildings coming up here and there, and this place is opening up. So development is actually extending down to these roads as we are driving to. So you can see the dualization still ongoing, and development is extending towards this way. Like I said, you can see people's fences. Most of these plots of land you are seeing along this axis have been secured or has been bought before now. So this is what this area looks like, and this is one of the good areas you can invest that has sign of appreciation and development in the future. So once you are buying into this axis, you know that definitely your property is going to appreciate, and then definitely you are going to make money from your property because development is extending down, population is extending down to this axis. Because currently we are in Ogbeke, and you can see how buildings are already coming up, filling stations emerging, and then along this road you will also get to see the building material market where those in Abakpa timber will be moving down to. So I mean, this area has a lot of potentials for development. So keep watching, right? Keep watching as we drive down to Nike Lake. Access to Nike Lake, to Divine Acres Phase 1 Estates. So this is Ugogonike roundabout, and from here to Divine Acres Estate is less than a 5 minutes drive. So keep watching as we get to Divine Acres Estate. So just off by our right here, this is the road leading to Divine Acres Estate. And you see these cars we are seeing in front, they are heading down to Nsukka and then Abuja. So just off here, this is where Divine Acres Estate is located, and this is the entrance road leading to Divine Acres Estate. Now, driving in through this road, you notice one thing. One thing you are noticing here is the electric poles. There's already electricity in this particular area, and you can see somebody walking through here. Yes, people are already living in this particular area where Divine Acres Estate is located. Now, what is happening in this area is that people are trying to take possession of their properties around this area because, development is coming and everyone wants to be secured, right? So this is the road that is leading to Divine Acres Estates. You can see the building, you can see the houses, you can see it is a developing place. It's not a place that is just lying fallow. It is a place that already has activities on it. It is a place that is already livable and people are living here at the moment. Also, one thing you should know about this particular neighborhood is that it is quiet and it is serene. I mean, people are living here calmly. By our right, there's a block of flat that is already sitting pretty right here to show you that people are even living right here. By our left here, you are seeing that block of flats too. People are living right here in this place. And then you can see the next fence in our front, already gated. Another building is coming up right there. It is a quiet, serene, and a sweet place to invest in. If you're investing right here, you're investing peace of mind while your investment grows. So by our left is Divine Acres Phase 2, and that is where we have Elite Court Estate, which is already sold out. And right here is Divine Acres Estate Phase 1, right here in Ugogonike of Enugu-Nsukka /Abuja Expressway. So welcome to Divine Acres Estate, where you'll be making your next investment. So here we are at Divine Acres Estate. So it took us exactly 20 minutes to drive from Nike Lake Resort down to this particular estate. You see that the road is accessible and the dualization is going on, and this particular estate is just off the dualization. Now here are major landmarks to this particular place: the Nike Lake Resort, which is already 20 minutes, the Ugwogo-Nike roundabout, which is less than 4 minutes to get here, and the Ugwogo-Nike ultra-modern market, which is still ongoing. From here to Maduka University is exactly 7 minutes. So this place is surrounded with a lot of development, and it has great potential for development. Now take a look at the environment. This place already has electricity, and people are already building in this particular place. And then you can see it is very much accessible. So these are the reasons why you should consider investing in this particular estate. Now it is being fenced right round, and then the beacons are already on ground. Now we have few plots going for 5,950,000 naira as a promo price. The actual price is 6.5 million naira. So we just have these few plots selling for just 5,950,000. That is to say, once those plots are sold out, the actual price will start selling at 6.5 million. All you need to do right now is to pick up your phone and give me a call today. This estate is fully registered, free from any encumbrances that you can think of. Like you can see, it is already secured with a perimeter fence to show you how or the level of security in this particular estate. So your investment is secured while your investment appreciates. So go ahead, call or WhatsApp me on 08147042804. Let me help you to secure some plots in this particular estate.